The hum of the refrigerator was the only sound left in the house. Her phone kept lighting up on the counter, the same message over and over. "Where are you?" I stood in the doorway, watching the body on the kitchen tiles, half shadowed by the flicker of a faulty light. Blood had found its way between the grout lines, like it was tracing a map only the dead could read. The air smelled of burnt coffee and iron, the kind of smell that clings to you for days. No forced entry, no broken glass, just silence, too clean to be honest. The kind of silence that feels rehearsed. That's when I realized someone had cleaned up before they called the police. They wanted this case to feel simple: domestic dispute, accidental rage, predictable headline. But the timeline didn't fit. The security camera outside her house had a 30-minute gap. The timestamp on her last text was edited, metadata scrubbed by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. I replayed the footage on loop until the reflection on a window caught my eye. A man's silhouette, standing perfectly still, watching. Everyone had theories. I had doubts. I started collecting lies like evidence. The coworker's too practiced grief, the neighbor's convenient insomnia, the ex's calm tone when I told him she was dead. Grief has a rhythm. His didn't. Every time I asked about the missing 30 minutes, he blinked slower, like his mind was editing something out. That's when logic stopped feeling safe. I kept seeing her phone screen in my dreams, the unread messages glowing in the dark. People started changing their tone around me, too polite, too careful, like I was getting too close to something that wasn't supposed to surface. I found a note in her drawer, written in red ink. He said no one would believe me. It wasn't about love, it was about control. The investigation stopped being procedural, it became personal. Every question I asked led to silence, the kind that makes you wonder if the walls have ears. I could feel someone tracking me. A black sedan appeared outside my apartment 3 nights in a row. By the 4th, it disappeared. But that was enough. Fear, once planted, doesn't vanish, it evolves. And somewhere deep down, I already knew who I'd find when the truth came out. The truth arrived quietly, in a deleted backup I wasn't supposed to access. A cloud file she had hidden under an alias. Inside, a video. She was recording her own fear, a whisper in the dark, saying his name. The man she trusted most. Her supervisor. The one who handled the department's security systems, including her home camera. He wasn't watching her to protect her. He was watching to own her. When I confronted the footage frame by frame, I saw him there, in the reflection of her kitchen window, same silhouette, same stillness. The motive wasn't love, or rage, or jealousy. It was control, absolute and quiet. The kind of crime that doesn't need chaos to exist, just power. I didn't feel anger, I felt inevitability, like the story had been writing itself long before I arrived. He didn't see it coming. Justice never announces itself. I didn't arrest him. I didn't have to. I uploaded the video at exactly 9 a.m., the morning staff meeting. Every screen in the department flickered to black. Then her voice filled the room. He said no one would believe me. By the time it ended, the room was silent. No one looked at him. No one had to. He walked out, pale, shaking, already erased. That's how corruption dies. Not with handcuffs, but with truth too heavy to carry. I watched him vanish through the glass doors, swallowed by daylight, and knew his life would end quietly, the same way hers had. After the case, I stopped sleeping with the lights off, not out of fear, out of habit. Darkness feels too honest now. The department called it closure. I called it an equation. Cause, effect, silence. Her name faded from headlines within days. His didn't. But names don't matter in the end, only what they leave behind. Every file I close feels colder than the last. Justice isn't peace. It's just proof that someone was watching. And as I left the precinct that night, rain hitting the glass like static, I whispered the only truth that ever stayed with me. Justice was never about mercy.